News 14 Carolina. Your news now.
A national campaign to educate people about the rapid spread of HIV and AIDS made a stop in the Carolinas. Wednesday, the Condom Nation Tour came to Charlotte. The nationwide tour teams up with local agencies to provide testing, education, and condoms. News 14 Carolina's Liezl has more on the tour.
With Big Rig in tow, one group is on a mission to hand out more than 10 million condoms, and it's finishing the last leg of its tour in North Carolina.
One of the things we're trying to do with the tour is get condoms into people's hands, reduce that stigma, and hopefully start that conversation about HIV, STDs.
It's called the Condom Nation Tour. The event, sponsored by the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, hopes to increase prevention of HIV and AIDS, especially in the South.
We get so much information that sometimes we just have to stop and think about how we're each individually living our lives and what choices are we making as individuals to protect ourselves, protect our family.
According to the CDC, North Carolina is among 10 states with the highest HIV infection rate. In the Mecklenburg County area, the infection rate is even higher.
6 new infections a week. So we have to have this conversation, as tough as it may be.
The CDC estimates there are nearly 35,000 people in the state living with HIV and AIDS. Wigfall says there are also many people who don't know they're infected.
Stigma really plagues a community in not getting tested.
When you don't know, you're harming someone else, especially if you're out in the community having unprotected sex.
Devondia Roseboro found out she was HIV positive 13 years ago.
I was promiscuous, so because of that, it prompted me to take an HIV test after everything else failed when I went to the doctors.
Today, the Charlotte mother of 2 spends her time telling her story and taking part in efforts like this one in hopes of saving at least one life. In Charlotte, Elise Roberts, News 14 Carolina.
The Condom Nation Tour will make stops in Fayetteville and Durham later this year.